let's see, people can find you on Reverb Nation.
ReverbNation.com/fresh215.
Reverbnation.com. Make sure we do this right. /fresh215. Is that the area code? Is that what you did? 215?
Yes.
Okay.
Twitter.
Twitter.
/NickFresh23.
Facebook.
Facebook /IamPhillyFresh.
AM Philly Fresh.
AM Philly Fresh.
Fresh.
And I don't even know if MySpace is relevant right now, so.
You know, it's kind of funny. We talked to the guy that runs the Grape Room, who books the shows for the Grape Room, told us that he says anybody on MySpace, I don't book.
Yeah.
He goes, you know, he very much looks at Reverb Nation, their Facebook page. Those are the two things that he looks at, and websites.
I was surprised that I read.
You have a website?
I don't have a website. You could put down my YouTube. It's youtube.com/freshsp3.
Fresh
SP3.
Okay. I just saw an article. I haven't read it. I saw the title of the article. YouTube is the new MTV.
Basically.
I guess it's kind of funny because, just to show you my age, I mean, I was in college when MTV was out.
There's more music on there than MTV.
Yeah. Well, it is now. Yeah, I mean, it's what is MTV now? I mean, they've got all these channels, and they've lost their way. I mean, there's what, like 7, 8 channels now?
Yeah.
I can't count. I sound like an old guy. Okay, sorry about that.
So.
It's like Pavlov's dog. It tweets, and I'm like, gotta see, which is horrible. So, but I find it interesting, YouTube, because, you know, MTV was it when we were in college. I mean, I was probably, a junior, I think, in college when it happened, sophomore, junior, and that, you know, we would sit at the bar, and we'd be watching videos because we didn't have that, you know, and here we are, just straight, wow, oh yeah, you know, we were talking about it, and now it's so much different. It's changed so much over the years.
Yeah.
And when I saw that YouTube is now the new MTV, yeah, you want music.
Yeah, it's what
You want to see the video? Yeah, that's good. How difficult is it to put a video on YouTube?
It's not. I don't put 100% videos on there. What I do is I'll make kind of like a slideshow on Windows.
Yep, sure.
Because that's how you need to do that in order to get your actual song on YouTube.
You need to.
You have to actually have like a slideshow. You can't just put music on there unless there's an actual video to it.
Okay.
So by doing the slideshow, it uploads as a video.
Oh, okay.
So that's what you'll see. Like, you ever see on YouTube, you'll see like a slideshow with the actual song.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they do that, because you can't just put a song on YouTube.
Okay, and you want to make sure you do something good, because if it's a lame video,
yeah,
you're done.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about that. I think that's pretty interesting. Any shows coming up?
I have one in November. It's at Tacony Billiards.
Do you know the date?
I'm not sure on the date yet. I think it's the second weekend in November, but I can get back to you on the date.
Please do. Okay, because I want to put that up on the site. Okay, how difficult? For example, I know, and I'm not sure if I want this on video. If you don't mind, I wanted to do this, and we're going to do this as soon as we come back from the song. Let's talk about who you've opened up for, because you have a pretty impressive list there.
Yeah.
Of people you opened up for. So let's do that. All right, so that's Greatest Alive. Okay, here we go. The song is called Greatest Alive. and that is Fresh on yourlocalnote.com. My name's RJ. Mike's out. He's got some family obligations he's taking care of. Again, you're listening to Your Local Note, and this is where you can find we're trying to make all the local bands and artists that you hear around the area, and we're trying to give them some more exposure, and also be a place where you can find new artists, new singers, new bands, and of course we've got Fresh, who has, you think that when I first talked to you, I'm like, okay, we're talking to a brand new artist, but then I looked at your bio, and you've got an impressive resume there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the people you've opened up for.
I've opened for Richard Tucker, he's a big, he's big on the instruments.
Okay.
He's done instruments for Mary J. Blige,
Mm-hmm.
John Legend.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, when they come here for a concert,
Mm-hmm.
in the process of opening up for him, the club that we opened up for was Will Smith's father.
Oh, okay.
So he was in the crowd watching us.
Was he really?
Yes, and then we had a recent.
Did you know beforehand?
Not the first time, the second time.
Was it intimidating?
We didn't. Well, I mean,
Second
I
time?
was a little nervous the second time. Yeah.
Okay.
I was a little nervous the second time.
Okay.
And then more recently, we had a chance. I've had a chance to open up for me and Derek d.chapelli again.
Mm-hmm,
Had a
mm-hmm.
chance to open up for Rob Bass and CNC Music Factory
Oh, okay.
at Club Roxy, which was a much bigger stage.
Sure.
And much bigger crowd. So
Okay. A lot of fun with that.
It was fun. It was fun. It was like, I was nervous, but at the same time, I was so anxious to get on stage because there were so many people.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like a mixed emotion.
Okay. And did Freedom Williams get a chance to see you?
We all met in the back afterwards and talked. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did he watch any of your show?
They got there late.
Oh, okay.
Celebrities.
Okay. Yeah, I know how that works.
But there was a big crowd there. So
Okay, got a great response?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great experience.
Yes.
All right. And let's talk about some shows you got coming up. You got one coming up in November?
Yes. It's at Tacony Billiards. I gotta get back to you with the date.
Okay, we'll get that on the site, but it's
yeah.
like the second week of November, somewhere
Yes.
around there.
Yes.
Okay, Tacony Billiards, you'll be playing there. Then let's talk about where we can find Fresh to hear your music.
You can go to Reverb Nation /Fresh215.
All right, that's .com /Fresh215.
.com
Got it.
/Fresh215. You can go to Twitter.com /NickFresh23.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to YouTube YouTube.com /FreshSP3.
Okay. And we were talking a little bit off air about YouTube, and I saw an article today. I haven't read the whole thing. I just saw the headline saying YouTube is the new MTV, and you've released a couple videos on there, correct?
Yes, correct.
How's that process?
I got 2 videos of me live performances on there.
Okay.
And then the other one was the Philly song I did most recently. I made a slideshow for it because you can't actually upload music to YouTube.
Okay, you have to have
some type of movie type thing.
a slideshow or video.
Yes.
Okay, so you did the slideshow.
Yes.
You did that yourself?
Yes.
You produced that yourself?
Correct.
Music and the video, or the slideshow.
Yes.
Very cool.
Thank you.
And so it's not that difficult to get it on YouTube.
No, not really. I mean, if you know how to make a slideshow,
Mm-hmm.
you just upload the song on the timeline,
Right.
and then it converts, and then you just upload it up to YouTube.
Okay, and then you got to compete with all those videos.
It's a lot.
Is there any way to stand out? Is it like Google where you can put in some
There's
tag
things
words?
where you put tags. Basically,
Yeah.
if you tag everybody's name, like if I tag like big artist, when
Okay.
people go to type them in, I will come up too. So it's a little trick.
The trick of the trades. Could you put in Phillies, or would you?
Well, I put in Phillies. Yes.
Okay, but is there some kind of copyright there that you run into trouble?
I'm not selling it, so I don't see how.
Ah, okay. All right. So very interesting. All right. So you got to do not only get it up there, but then you got to figure out the different tricks to get noticed.
Correct.
And so that's always the tough part. All right. Let's. Okay. So we got all the places where we can find your music. You're preparing to release your new album again. It's called Refresh. It's going to come out, you're thinking end of October, sometime November?
Yes. Also with that, me and d.chapelli are doing our album release together, so we're having a big album release party.
Okay, when is that?
That's going to be...
When you find out when you're going to do
shortly after we release the album.
Okay, let's see if we can help you out with that. Definitely want to work with you guys on that, and I'll give you some as much promotion as possible. Maybe even come out and hand out some T-shirts and things like that. So Always want to help out the guys who help us out. All right, let's talk about song number 4, the last song.
Song number 4 is So Fly. It's me featuring d.chapelli.
Okay.
And we actually just shot the video for this song, and if I'm not mistaken, it may be on YouTube tonight.
Oh, okay.
So you can, again, go to my YouTube, youtube.com/freshsp3, and check out the video.
So Fly, let's talk about So Fly. So on this, did d.chapelli come to you, or did you go to d.chapelli?
I came to d.chapelli with an instrumental that I found.
Mm-hmm.
And not found, but I took it to Rob, and he made what he made with it. And I took it to Derek, and he said, it's hot, I could definitely do something with this.
Okay.
My rap verses were already done. He wrote the hook and the bridge.
Okay.
And then we went from there, we recorded it. And it's a few years old. We never really did anything with it, but so we just recently decided to shoot a video for it.
Oh, okay. How much fun was that?
It was fun.
Okay, and who had say, how much say, I should say, or ask, how much say did you have in the video itself, in the concept?
The director, which is Kevin Sims, KYW'S Entertainment, he actually he let us play a big role in it. But
oh, did he?
Since it was our first, my first, Derek's done videos in the past, but my first video, I actually let him take control of most of the stuff because he was, he's a veteran at it.
So you were just watching and learning?
Yes, basically.
So great experience that way.
Yeah.
Boy, within the year, you've done a video and you worked on an album.
Yeah.
A lot of experience there.
Hope it pays off.
Okay, and then but you still have to write some more stuff because
yes.
This is a never-ending process.
It is.
Okay, so Fly, what is So Fly about?
It's basically how you should treat a woman, how a woman should be treated. There's a lot of rap records that degrade women.
Right.
And, I just figured, why not do something good for the ladies and say
take
how
the opposite approach.
You would treat them and how they
Okay.
should be treated.
Okay, very nice. So that was yours, and then so you came with the concept, as you said, and then d.chapelli worked around your concept.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
All right. All right, Fresh, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. And we're going to wrap it up here.
One more thing to add.
Okay.
Sorry to, okay. When my album drops, Refreshed, at sometimes end in October, beginning of November, a friend of mine, a real good friend of mine's sister, is in need of a heart transplant.
Oh, okay.
She's been chopped for quite some time. So I'm going to be donating proceeds from my album to her fund. It's Hope for Julia.
Okay, Hope for Julia. Is there any way people can even help out besides that?
There's a page on Facebook. You can like the page and read a little bit more about it.
Okay.
You can actually, if you contact me on my Facebook, it's facebook.com/IamPhillyFresh. You contact me, send me a message or whatever, and we can, if you want a bracelet, it's a good support. The $3 a bracelet.
Okay.
And it's for a good cause.
Hope for Julia.
Yes.
Okay, and proceeds from your album Refreshed will go towards helping her in her heart transplant. Correct. Very cool. Thank you very much, Fresh. Appreciate it. We're going to wrap it up here. We're going to wrap it up here with So Fly. This is Fresh. A little help from d.chapelli on this. Again, as I said, we will have another podcast coming up next week. Of course, as always, we want to hear what you have to say about our website and the podcast. Just send us an email at ylnph13@gmail.com as we try to bring you new bands and new artists from Philadelphia and the surrounding area on yourlocalnote.com.